I'm going to make a video on my friend Dorian Gray, and poor Dorian was too late in reestablishing his love for Sybil Vane. When he realized that he wanted to marry the girl, he was too late, and she loved him so much that she was so hurt by his words, and she probably, oh, she cared for him so much that she cared for him so much that she ended up losing her life to his bitter. She ended up losing her life to his indignation. To his indignation. And when he found out that she was simple, she was simply in love. And poor Sybil Vane is dead, you know. And now her brother is on the hunt and seeks vengeance against Gray because Sybil Vane was deceived by Gray in a way, because his youthful invigoration with her play acting was revealed. His youthful fascination and invigoration with her play acting was revealed to be an illusion that she put on display for him, giving her life away to fantasy and giving her life away to action in the arts, artistic reveries of her immersion into the world of fantasy. And Dorian Gray and Sybil Vane need fantasy for the love to be established, you know, and that's what he was missing. And he decided to marry her, but he did it too late. After his indignation, Sybil Vane is all of the characters that she played, but he didn't understand that. And I say then he becomes someone who in his he becomes someone who he upholds at all costs his beauty, and let's see, and it betrays him because he gives himself over to sensualities and the pleasures and the full body of experience that comes with the fleshly. But then again, his immersion was in the world of decor and the arts. And in some ways you could say that it was, beautiful, but his indulgence leads him to the devil's demise, and then, let's see, and then Basil has to suffer the dreary, bitter, cold, evil end of Dorian then again, if Basil painted that photograph and it caused him so much horrendous trauma at an old age, you know, like, dang, it was all because of that photograph. Why did I do that? Dang, it was all because of that photograph. Then yeah, I could see why he might take it out on Basil. I'm just playing. No, I wouldn't take it out on Basil. I wouldn't take it out on Basil, but I get why Dorian was like, oh no. But actually, I don't really get that, because that's too cold-blooded. And then, but then, you know, it's these worlds of artistic dancing between the good and the bad, the day and the night, the light and the darkness, and I guess that Dorian succumbed to the darkness, and but then he stabs himself, you know. But then I think in doing so, he didn't mean to stab himself. He just meant to. Well, maybe he did, because he saw how ugly he was, and he tried to destroy, you know, himself, and to his demise, you know. And so, you know, and this was all Lord Henry's doing, you know. Okay, Sybil Vane could have lived. Dorian could have gotten back together. It's all real. And everything should have been a happy ending. But Lord Henry kept on corrupting and perverting Dorian Gray. Dorian Gray should have devoted himself to immersing himself in all of the love that he had for Sybil Vane's acting, and he should have recaptured all of the love and given it back to her, and then she would have given it all back to him. All of the characters that she immersed herself in were really her love for Dorian Gray. She loved Dorian Gray so much. She loved Dorian Gray so much that whenever she was put on the play, well, it wasn't a play anymore. You know, she wasn't playing anymore. She actually loved him. She loved him so much. And after her spell was broken in the world of play acting, and she wanted to marry. So all he had to do was get married, and she would have been all of those beautiful characters that she impressed on Dorian, or captured Dorian with. And Dorian didn't think to immerse himself in the love he had for her acting. You know, they need fantasy. And so that's like us, you know. We spend our time watching movies growing up, playing video games growing up, and immersing ourselves in fantasy. And in some ways, it's a spellbind, and in some ways, it's absolutely true. In some ways, you hear me. And so, you know, all these characters that we find so meaningful, their spells can get broken and yet they live. And then it's that's all.